push. It seemed kind of intimidating that round. Either way, we have the force buy back here from Vega Squadron, and on the CT side, these force buys can be dangerous. So we'll see if they can get something going. They have a flank coming in as well, up the B slope. They're ready to strike on the flank of Penta. So Penta need to get their skates on, or else they'll be in some trouble against the pistols.
Sonny and HS have made their way through Ivy in the meantime and flanked Vega Squadron, in fact. So that's cleaned out the A site, leaving Mir and Chopper alone. This force buy has failed for Vega Squadron, to say the least. Only 1 kill so far. But really, it's not about kills, only about winning the round. Innocent creeping through the halls. He has dropped an AK-47, so at least there's something for Vega Squadron. But it will be Eco Town for them in the next round. They're not going to be winning this one.
An AK saved is always going to be nice. I wonder where that actually leaves the round that we are going to next. I think it's just going to be the AK, and perhaps Chopper will decide to drop his 5.7, maybe buy up another 5.7 or something similar. Get something additional to work with, but they do need to go for a save. Well, Chopper will die in the end of the round. So, indeed, it's going to be pretty much a full save, I would imagine. Here for the Vega Squadron side, you can see their money is absolutely crushed. And it is, again, great that you can actually see their money in these shots. Lovely stuff by the production of PGL there. And Penta, you know, they talked about it on the desk. You know, when Penta they seem to always, they're always able to have that good start and really build those rounds together quite quickly. And so this is a sort of a worst case scenario for Vega Squadron that is almost out of their hands at the moment, that Penta Sports have managed to claim fast advantage. But it's a good start into this round to get some damage in Mir with a double.
That leaves USPs for Vega Squadron. The saved weapon has been taken away. Some damage done, which will perhaps play a part in rounds to come, but for now, this should be a formality at this point. Penta can protect or dispose of the weapon. I think they've carried it to this position or thrown it. Maybe that hole where you throw grenades into B, that'd be a good place to dispose of that weapon. Kashanda now last man standing. They know he's on the site. And there he goes, 3-1. And it should be buy time for Vega Squadron. They've got money for AWP no armor, but that's about it. Indeed, JR will grab the AWP. $50 shy of Kevlar, so he'll buy Molotov instead, or rather, an incendiary grenade. There's the 2K from Mir. Well then, now it's the meat and potatoes of Train. Both teams on the buy.
We might get a fast one here. Sonny with a quick toss of some grenades, providing quite a bit of pressure into the A side of the map. But his teammates will start to charge towards B. So here comes the push. Chopper is going to fall back quite quickly, and Vega Squadron already reading this have rotated 3 members already in towards the B bomb site. Chopper doesn't have to do too much other than frag here. He'll get 1. Well, actually it's JR to get 2, in fact, with Chopper on the assist as Kashanda gets close up above. Great position here. They did not expect this. Kashanda cleaning out the defense as Crystal tries to extend the push, but everybody is going to die. A very fast round, and I'm sure that Penta didn't expect it to go quite like that.
4 players alive for Vega. Crucial for them. And they pick up 2 AK-47s to boot, which will boost their offense. Penta, they've got cash in the bank, so it will be a big round for both sides now. Close start to Train. Again, the winner of this match will qualify for the major. Will it be the Sharks? Will it be that big number 5? Best of one will dictate the answer. AWPs onto both teams. Everybody with Kevlar for this round. 2 kits on the 5 players of Vega Squadron. Starting out in the 4-1 setup. Chopper alone towards the B bomb site. Not deterred by that quick play from Penta in the previous round.
Yeah, I'm playing quite forward in the yards. There's always going to be a solid setup. You sort of force the T's to throw those Molotovs, which we've been seeing recently, which one of which goes just right outside of the pop dog area. Now, as we wait, we can take note of Penta's setup. They also have 2 members around Ali here, so they can try to build into a triple-pronged attack. Although, the setup here is interesting from Vega Squadron. They have, it's almost as though they expect to B. They have an amazing rotation for B if there's a B rush. They've got 2 players in the B bomb site as well, and only 1 on the A yard. They've completely given up Ali. It's a huge hole in the defense right now, but it doesn't matter really because there's likely only 1 player coming from that position, and the aggression there is non-existent so far. Oh wow, they're actually going B as well, so this is perfect for Vega Squadron.
Flashes are in. Chopper and Mir ready to try and buy some time for their team, but Chopper, he can't win the first duel. Not even sure if his gun was ready to fire after throwing that Molotov. Either way, most of the frags going the way of Vega Squadron, Penta, sorry. Mir, only good for 1, innocent of a great flank, pushing through the train yard. That might be safe territory. Vega Squadron are about to get reset.
Oh dear. It's a weird one, isn't it? Because, again, I mean, to me, it was already kind of nuts because they sort of just read that play immediately. It almost felt like they just knew at the start of the round in Free Sun. They're like, yep, Penta Sports are going to go B this round. Let's have a fast flank setup, having 2 on Pop Dog. Obviously, you know, if we're wrong, that's just a good setup, just generally anyway. Let's pretty much give up the alley area and pretty much everything else on the A side of the map and play 1 in connector and 2 on B. It's like it's like, you know, that the B rush is coming, yet still they got absolutely murdered when the B rush did actually hit the bomb site. So, yeah, very unfortunate for Vega Squadron.
They need an AWP in that position, I think. The way we've seen a number of trains this week, and we've seen it be very effective when an AWPer is just picking Ts as they're crossing in that position. Where they've tried to fight, they've been facing multiple Ts, and honestly, I don't know if his rifle was even ready to fire when he took that duel after throwing the Molotov. 4-2 in favor of Penta. Vega Squadron managed to force fire around what they saved in the previous round, and the duels come in around the smoke. 3 kills for Vega. They're fighting straight back after the difficulty in the previous round. Sonny's made his way through the IB position, but he can't really help the bomb, but he can run distraction. 2k for Sonny. That's certainly going to help. Almost 3, leaving Kishanda on 15 HP. Yeah,
he's done a great amount of work. And Innocent, I mean, they got so much time to just keep their options open, and for Sonny to get into cool positions here and maybe even do more damage still. Innocent obviously getting a pick of his own there. And Sonny's running his way all around the back of the bomb train and up into a high position. That's going to be a really nice position to help out right now if we get a good plant. Chopper coming in from the back though might find a window of opportunity to try and end this round. He's found some opportunity. A fortuitous pickup of a weapon just in the nick of time gets the kill, but the bomb is planted and Sonny's in position. It's planted for him as well. Sonny, will he give away his position immediately? He will, and he will lose the battle. Quick was Chopper. Gets himself the 2k, and the round is won by Vega Squadron.
They already knew he was there. I think maybe, I don't know when exactly they saw him, but
could have had the ladder maybe.
Before they killed the guy planting the bomb, whoever was around main had seen him. But Sonny, I mean, what a way to make the round winnable from that position. Great stuff from him. Couldn't take it over the line, but he did massive damage to Vega Squadron again. Now it's Penta's turn to force, and both teams are broke after their buys. So very tight this game after 7 rounds. A change from Vega Squadron towards the B bomb site. JR will be starting off. He was heading towards upper B with AWP, but he's been smoked off early. That's going to put 3 people in the B bomb site for Vega Squadron. They think there's a push coming in.
Oh my god, that is savage. That grenade did basically max damage to Kishanda. It's like landed on his toes. 45 health for him. And the Tech9 is ready. Yep. Kishanda not having a fun round, and yeah, the money for Vega absolutely sucks just as it does for Penta. So it's a massive round, and to already get an advantage like that is going to bode quite well for Penta, as they are likely eyeing a set piece execute into the A bomb sites as they now make their way towards the main area.
I feel like Kashanda tried to push up ladder because he thought they were smoke executing, because he heard Crystal. Crystal tried to throw the bomb to his teammate, but it hit the floor. So I think that cue, that sound cue, gave him the idea that he had an opportunity to just go in and wreck them while they were throwing grenades. Didn't work out for him though. But Penta, they've gone to plan B, and now they've got next to no grenades. They come in for a push, just a few flashbangs, but they've got AK-47s. Now they have a 2-man advantage.
Yeah, big entry there. Look rather desperate here for Vega. They may even consider saving, to be honest. Let's see if they can get a quick pick, because getting in against 5 players who've had plenty of time to set up on the A bomb side is never really a good prospect. And indeed, I think this is a good call here. They don't have money to buy in the next round, so might as well enter the next round with an ability to drop a couple UMPs for your teammates, and then perhaps reloads on some grenades. It's going to be a pretty dire situation on the nades. Actually, Hutchie will be able to buy his own Kevlar UMP and nades, so maybe they'll have a decent selection overall, except for maybe 1 player or so. But yeah, another round for PENTA Sports. Again, I like it, getting the set piece going straight after they got a pick. Now we'll see what Vega Squadron opt to do. Perhaps they'll decide to get slightly aggressive in some position, perhaps Ali. So far, PENTA have not really put much emphasis at all on Ali.
Kashanda with the CZ. Wouldn't be surprised to see him around the ladder position. Or maybe main with a flash. But I think ladder is more likely. That said, he's over towards E-box for the time being. Smoke towards main, and he will be playing around the main smoke. So maybe he gets flashed in by a teammate. Crystal firing off some warning shots in case they have any ideas. But now Kashanda's kind of in no man's land with this CZ. He's not quite in main, and he's nowhere near the ladder area. JR seemingly wanted to go for a stroll with the AWP on his own through Ivy. Interesting idea. Wouldn't advise it myself. More grenades coming in. PENTA maybe smelling desperation from Vega Squadron. And there we go. Kashanda has made his way into the main position. He can just hold that angle now. I think he's... Yeah, he can hear the grenades being primed. That's why he's facing the wall, just in case they are flashes into main. But they're not. PENTA looking to go towards B.
So not many nades left for them now, as they have everybody ready to go for the push. Chopper has an opportunity here, looking for a good timing to try to work with that smoke. The double comes in. It's going to be a helping hand from Crystal that gets one of the kills, and that is PENTA on a wipeout. And it does seem like most of the time when they try to walk B like this, they do have issue. Now Sunny, his mission is damage. What damage can he do? Oh, let's have a look. Obviously, this is a reset round here for PENTA Sports. This is neck and neck at the moment between these two teams. Neither team can really get a grip onto the match, the economy, anything really. And that's a triple peak JR with the frag. And indeed, the reset round is real. And there's not really a huge amount of work that PENTA can do in this round if they do decide to force it up. I don't think that they will, considering that they can save 1 round and be able to buy. So we'll likely see a pretty meager situation as far as the weapons are concerned for PENTA, allowing Vega to get some money together in this next round. And one thing I really like is that HE from PENTA, where they HE pop dog, because last round they were able to take Hutji down to like 20 health, and the round previous it hit Kashanda straight on as well, and he was standing in the same position, and he went down to 45 health from max with Kevlar. So that's a good nade, a good HE to copy, considering it is a very common spot where CTs will stand.
I do wonder if that's specific for Vega Squadron as well, if they commonly have somebody in that position. So PENTA have indeed chosen to force it up. But even if they were to win, I think Vega Squadron will probably eke out a bye, considering they lost nothing and gained weapons in that previous round. Again, Kashanda starting with a CZ, and now he's on an M4 with his teammates on an AK. So it looks like Mir's been thrown the AK. 1 minute 30 for PENTA. Slow start. Again, Vega Squadron in very forward positions towards A. They've been very consistent with that. JR left alone at Ivy, and Chopper towards B, starting to move back somewhat. Vega Squadron have used a lot of grenades, however. A minute 10 on the clock, and they still have 2 Molotovs in the smoke, in fairness. Penta getting some initial grenades out, and that will expend the Molotovs of Vega. So Vega now with little to defend with.
And it's kind of nuts, actually, that neither team can win a consecutive round. That's 5 rounds we've played so far with no team winning consecutively. And, ooh, that's a nice pick, but the return is immediate from Mir. And HS will get himself down into the bomb side as well with a quick kill onto Mir. So we've got a 3 versus 4 situation for Vega to try to go for retaking. And again, they've got to consider, all right, guys, our economy sucks. Do we go for a save in this position? How do we play this? They can't get through the choke points, and that's the main problem. You don't really have good enough engagements to have like a decent percentage chance, let's say, in actually being successful in your attack. So they will opt for the save with 2 players, and these 2 players must survive for them to have a full buy in the following round. But looks like it continues. There's another round where we get no consecutive win. It's the only consecutive rounds we had won were right in the first 4 rounds after the second force buy was won by PENTA Sports. So it's the game of the forces at the moment. But which force will be stronger? The force of PENTA Sports or Vega Squadron? As once again we have another interesting round ahead of us.
I would be interested in seeing the AWP go towards B. I mentioned it earlier, but I mean, yes, they have defended B on some rounds, but that's where PENTA Sports are running through a smoke. But yeah, okay, so here we go. So we've got JR. He's going aggressive with the AWP as well. And there's going to be 4 towards the A site. A fast round from PENTA, but he's gone straight into the stack from the CT. It's the usual stack. Bombs down. There are smokes all over the place. It is mayhem. This really could go either way.
Yeah, it's all about playing around these smokes, finding these angles, trying to wrap the defense and destabilize them. But Kishanda's in a really forward position here. He himself trying to wrap those T's, not going too well though. It's going to come down to JR and his clutch abilities as he looks for the first shot. He got a tag there, but he will get dropped by Innocent quite fast there. And that will be a violent round from the likes of PENTA Sports, and they've broken the curse. They are the winners of the Force Battle with that consecutive round win, and you can see how crushing it is to Vega Squadron. They have nothing, and they will purchase nothing in this round. So 7-4 in favor of PENTA Sports. Roller coaster ride this game so far between these 2 teams.
Yeah, ideally I'd like to see the AWP not necessarily go super aggressive at the beginning of the round towards B, but pick off T's while they're moving onto the bomb train and stop them from moving to the back of the B bomb site, because when that has happened, for the most part, Vega have been losing the duels. Mir with 2 deagle shots. It's given him a fighting chance to win another. Well, it's not a force buy, but a surprising round, if you will. And now things return to some semblance of normalcy. Double nades, 2 finishings off. Nice. Nice way to just put them out of their misery there. Straight back on the buy, though, are Vega Squadron. Hutji dropping the AWP for JR. Grenades will be lacking for the team. Kishanda has a decision to make, and he's chosen an M4 and a smoke grenade instead of UMP and a lot more grenades for his side. That is quite curious. See if it pays off for them. So again, JR is headed towards the B bomb site. I think he's going to be holding an angle on the lower ramp, which is a nice change. I think this is needed. They continue with 4. Ironically, now JR's lower ramp, there are 3 people towards Ivy.
And this is something we haven't really seen quite yet from PENTA on their T sides. Not really in the previous rounds pressuring Ali at all. And Vega Squadron, you know, feeling that presence, have more players there, but Sunny's been allowed to creep out in from teammate through all the Meister into these fragging scenarios, and now it's all kicking off here as the CT defense gets pressed, the chaos begins, PENTA Sports start to move, and they get more and more damage here. Another kill coming in from Crystal. Now JR has to clutch against 3. This is going to be a rough one. Oh, that's not a shot you can miss there for JR.
They're losing a lot of duels, Vega Squadron. I think it was Crystal who was pulling out the M4 while he was being shot at and still managed to win that duel. I thought Sonny would try to go for a multi-frag in that situation. He seemed to get past the defenses, but either way, it works out for Penta. 2 rounds remain in this half. After quite the back and forth, Penta are pulling away with a lead. Pistols out again for Vega Squadron. 4 Deagles, CZ for Kashanda. They will be at maximum loss bonus following an expected conclusion to this round. So far so good. Sunny delivering 2 kills, but here come the Deagles.
Oh dear. A couple players dying there. That's not going to be too fun for Penta. Kashanda has acquired an AK-47. He has Kevlar as well, and he's looking to try and clutch this one. The bomb is very close to him, so he does have time to work with despite not having a kit in this position. The Molotov as well that he's collected could be quite the asset moving forwards into this clutch. Oh, and there it is. Gets caught in the back by HS. And that will be 10 rounds then for Penta, and a mere 4 for Vega Squadron. And that's a sad tale for Vega Squadron, considering how close this first half has been. I feel like this scoreline doesn't really tell the tale. You could be tricked into thinking that Penta have been incredibly dominant here, perhaps, but it's not really been the case. Vega have had a lot of very, very close rounds and scenarios. Oh.
Last round of the first half. On the buy once again are the CTs, and it's business as usual for Penta, heading towards the B bomb site. Mir up close, but again losing the duel. There goes Chopper as well. So yeah, it is business as usual because this has happened a lot towards the B bomb site. Vega Squadron coming in for the rotation. JR's at the back of the site, and that's the way you want him, the way this has been going, but he's not getting the kills. 2 opportunities, both missed, and this is surely a round for Penta now.
Yeah, that's one of those spots, isn't it, where you're thinking, those are kills you have to get. That might be the only opportunity, but perhaps Hutchie's here to bail everybody out. Looking to open things up even further now as he picks up that frag. Second player challenging, and he cannot sustain. Now we've got 11 rounds for Penta in this first half and 4 for Vega Squadron. That is a very rough situation for Vega Squadron. Going into that T side, all the pressure's on to pick up the pistol round. And if you don't pick it up, it feels as though Penta are almost, well, basically there. They are so close to qualifying for a major. And with the once again, with the performance that they've had so far at these qualifiers, it's no surprise. It would be no surprise to see them as one of the 16 teams.
Yeah, Penta looking much stronger than Vega Squadron in this game at the moment. The players on the B bomb site were getting straight bullied by Penta in a number of rounds, but maybe JR and co can turn things around. Looking for opportunities towards the A site. The flash comes in, but there's no kill. This is dangerous waters for both teams, and it will be the CTs winning that duel. But 2 of them spotted an Ivy. Can the Vega capitalize? Doesn't seem so. More headshots coming in from these USPs.
Mir trying to work his magic with the Eagle. Gets 1 second, perhaps, but no. Denied ultimately, at least left to Kashanda. 2 players of the 3 are very weak, however, so maybe there's opportunity as Kashanda looks for his first shot, and that's the healthy player. Sonny tagged down, but Kashanda eventually will run out of hit points, and that's going to be the round for Penta, opening it up with a double push on that alley position, and it worked out quite well for them. So the worst has happened. Vega Squadron, they have to win this for Spy. They really do. 3 Deagles, and so what I think here as well is that imagine if instead of those 3 Deagles, you get, or 4 Deagles, you get
a grenade,
like 1 smoke grenade. So you have like 2 or 3 smoke grenades here. I mean, and a flashbang on someone. How about that, James? Because how do you get in? How do you get in? Because with the Deagles, the whole point about the Deagle is that you take a position and you can start doing maybe some shoulder peeking, but you can't really run and gun with it. You need to get into a position, basically. How do you get into a position if you're just limited to these choke points?
I wonder if there is any plan in this round other than buy Deagles, try and get some headshots, because this is a chance to qualify. Chance to go to the major. Chance to see if you're a shark in that big pond. Or ocean, rather. Don't get many sharks in ponds.
Well, it seems to be working out for them, James. 2 players left here for Penta. They have a couple of, well, yeah, FAMASs and not really all that much in the way of grenades here. No helmets on these 2 players from Vega Squadron, which might be an issue. We'll see. Now, this is a bit really scary, to be honest, for Penta. They cannot afford to allow this round to get out of hand and go to Vega Squadron.
It's definitely out of hand. There's that much.
I suppose.
That much going on. Somehow, Vega Squadron haven't managed to pick up anything in this round, despite killing 3 people, but perhaps it doesn't matter. We shall see. They're all moving around the map like a very slow clock.
It's quite funny if you consider that if you go back 20 seconds, this is exactly where the 2 CTs were 20 seconds ago. So they have just encircled one another. Good position on Chopper though, and a crossfire setup. And look at all the distraction. Chopper, he should be able to get probably both kills here. In fact, he has 2. Oh, that's close, but not close enough. The defuse comes in, but they got 4 kills and a bomb plant. And right now, this feels bad for Penta because Vega Squadron are in a position where they should most probably just go all in. They got a bomb down, they got 4 kills. If they win this next round where Penta aren't going to have a lot of equipment or the best equipment, or if they have like good guns, they won't have a lot of grenades, then they're going to reset Penta and they'll have a really good chance to string a bunch of rounds together.
And indeed, they have gone all in with this buy. They could have dropped an AK to someone. JR has spent $2,600 and he's got money left in the bank. He could have dropped an AK, but they've gone for a UMP and 4 Tech 9s. And this time they do have grenades, as well as some Molotovs. So perhaps they can get into those close quarters with these Tech 9s and then spam away like they're trying to sell pills. Of what kind? I'll leave you to decide. There we go. There are the smokes on the site, but the spray is coming in. The garden hose will weed out the weak.
Well, what are we left with here? The bomb is yet to be planted, but they're making that effort now. We've got FAMAS up on the trains from Crystal. Good vantage point, and he'll be able to cover the bomb plant. So not looking too good here for Vega Squadron after all. Just down to Mir, and he's only got a Tech 9 at this point. If he had an AK or an AWP, maybe you'd think that there's a chance, but he will get taken down as he's double peaked by the CTs. And the round had a lot of promise for Vega Squadron, but unfortunately for them, it did not come to fruition.
Penta are all over this match. Like white on Rice Dan. Brown Rice excluded, of course. 14-4. Dominating performance so far. And it's hard to see a way for Penta to lose this match at the moment. All the doors closed for Vega Squadron. And again, just forcing every round at this point. We're going to see a peek at upper B, it seems, from the CT side. Sunny biding his time. He's there. He's not alone, actually. No flash. Zen's with him. No flash. Maybe no flash required. They will trade, however. Kashanda taking one. No bomb spotted for Penta. No rotation. In fact, they'll leave 3 people towards A. I think there was a rotation towards Connector from 1 man, but as there was no push from Vega, they think it's A.
Looking like this could indeed work out for Penta. I like the setup that they have at the moment. They can very effectively cover for each other. But be careful here though, because that is a problem. Lining up for Chopper. And now we've got Mir going for the push. He knew exactly where Crystal was standing, and all of a sudden it's down to a 2 versus 3 here for Penta, trying to defend the bomb train. Zen with the flank though, back into Ali. The bomb is down, and all of a sudden it's just Kashanda. And not for too long, another round for Penta. They're 1 away from securing their place at the PGL Major in Krakow.
There are the drums. Vega Squadron, they'll be hearing those drums every single round that they survive, and you see those are not faces of confidence on the Vega Squadron team. This has been quite the spanking so far, and perhaps they will be left with a sore ass in this round as Penta are well equipped for this one. The Deagles are out though. They almost took it over the line in a previous round of Deagles, however, they didn't. Ultimately, they failed, and they may ultimately fail in this round as well, because the odds are not looking good there.
They are not looking good, especially now that Penta have the first frag in the round. They've drawn first blood. And Vega are really spread out at the moment. Hachi just going for a play by E-Box. And this is kind of a horrible situation for Hutchie actually, because if Penta were playing closer to that position, okay, sure, it'd be great, but he's going to have to make the play. He's going to have to push forwards. It's going to be a more difficult situation. He goes for the engagement. Kashanda and Hutchie picking up 2 kills. There's a chance now.
Will they expect Sonny in the connector? His teammate goes down. I think he might have seen somebody go past, looking for more info. Might see the barrel of the gun. Can't quite get the kill, but it'll stop the plant for the time being. Can't do more than that, however. Headshots being delivered. Vega Squadron, their backs are to the wall. But they have won a round. They've won a round. Their only round so far. And they must win in this half, that is. And they must win all the rest.
Yep, just 10 rounds in a row. That's no problem there. So you guys can see, or if you were quick on the overlay there, and well, you can now as well, that there's 3 HEs. Here's Zen, Crystal, and HS picking up 8 grenades. High explosive apiece. Let's have a look and see what happens with those. Always fun. And we get the CTs basically all rushing in towards the, the slope position. And quick frag made by Innocence as everybody sprayed down. That's how we like these rounds. Nice. And quick. And crisp. So, the save round is over. Still another one is to be had by Penta. Perhaps we'll see something similar. In fact, yes, we will. We've got this time. I don't know why HS is buying Kevlar, though. But, well, I suppose...
Why not just have less money?
Yeah, I mean, if you have already 15 rounds, it kind of like doesn't matter. Like pressuring the opponent's economy doesn't matter. Like you just want to play for as much money as possible, so that you have the best buy round possible, or the most amount of buy rounds possible in the remaining rounds that are in this half. And I love how they are just going for mad pushes, because it is just a situation where it's like, guys, let's just get this round over with quickly, get ourselves on the bye, and just win the match.
Mir lurking in the showers. An ominous scene. HS with his Kevlar remains around the corner, and didn't get him very far on this occasion. So Innocent with the 5-7, trying to take some guns away from the T side. And he's not going to get much done there either. So, HS, he will have $4,500 in this round.
If they're lacking grenades, I mean, come on.
He is lacking grenades.
You don't need to be lacking grenades right now. It's just so annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got $0. He could have a Molotov.
And they look lacking kits as well, and there's only 1 kit.
He could have a Molotov, or he could have a defuse kit. And instead, he chose to buy Kevlar on a non-round.
I mean, I think also, even for me, the HE buys are really questionable, because, again, this just doesn't matter, to be honest. Either way, decisions have been made, and we are where we are. And that is on round 23, a almost full buy from Penta. Not the full buy, but pretty much there, all the important parts. And Vega Squadron there setting themselves up for some picks here towards the B-bomb site.
Zen is very alone. Chopper holding down the ladder position. You can see Sonny's in position to potentially flank, but Chopper may not allow that to happen. Ooh, hello. He could even be selling a fake. Indeed, Crystal's rotating out of the B-bomb site, but so are the Ts. And there is Crystal to stop them. So what do Vega Squadron do in this situation? Innocent, top of the train, and Vega Squadron are going back towards the B-bomb site. Opportunities have come and gone for Vega Squadron.
Yeah, it's one of those spots, isn't it, where you get a little bit frustrated that you made that call to go back, because we got damage in from Crystal, and nice double. 2 very, very strong shots there from him as the bomb goes down and Crystal creeps ever closer. USP out, but JR's fast, leaving it down to Innocent. But again, JR, quick, and he will secure the round for the team. And that could very well have gone wrong. It's like, it's one of those situations where your teammate, you don't expect him to get 2 kills on the A side, so then when that happens, you're like, huh, should we go to the A side? Yeah, why, yes, I think we will. Oh no, there's an AWP there.
Yeah, great play by Chopper. I mean, you either expect rotation and go B, or you just charge into A and let him lead that charge. So we've got action here. JR has killed a man, and those nades have put in some work. But again, this is an eco round from Penta Sports, so it should look good for Vega. But they've lost the bomb now, and Crystal's. Oh my God!
What?
He didn't get the kill, but
not like this.
Oh,
not like this.
Oh,
HS man taking chunks.
I don't know what just happened.
Oh dear. Penta Sports, we welcome you to the PGL Major. Well, congratulations. It's I'm excited to see them, James. They've made it.
They have. Congratulations to Penta. They looked absolutely dominant in that match, despite the back and forth in the beginning of the match. I didn't even register what happened in that last round. I had no idea. I saw the knife and my brain just exploded. 16-8, double the score of Vega Squadron, who looked simply outclassed. Yeah,
they really did. I don't know if it's too early in the morning for them. They are a team that maybe it takes them some warm up to really get going, whatever it is. But either way, the result I think is the expected one. I think it's I think Penta definitely deserve it. That's for sure. They are looking really good going forwards. And again, it's just a team that I'm just excited to see more from, because they make good choices, generally speaking, as a team, as a unit. They have cool rounds. I mean, they showed us, like we had the Battle of Four Spies right at the start. They showed us that, you know what, actually, we got the bomb down, even though we lost the pistol. Actually, we're going to run a set-piece execution with Tech 9s, with the nades as well, instead of just going with AKs in the following round and maybe having less nades. And I really like it when teams do that, because just showing that they have a clear plan is just always fun to watch.
Yeah, I really hope that on